Hi guys, so I'm back. This is me at 10.5 weeks postpartum. Yes, the baby is sleeping and we hope he stays sleeping till we are done with this video. Let's go to the chase. This is my glowing skin 10 weeks postpartum. As you guys can see from the pregnancy video, this is the update. So I don't think anything much has changed. I think my skin is just more radiant. I don't go out as much, and now that the pregnancy hormones have worn off, any slight hyperpigmentation or skin darkening that might have happened then, which was very minimal, has definitely faded off by now. So my postpartum skincare has been the simplest routine I've ever had in my entire life. Like maybe only a short season that I probably had something this simple. And it shows that simple does it, simple works. Consistently practices that are healthy for your skin go a longer way than using complicated or expensive or you know overly sophisticated products. So without further ado, I'm going to start with my facial skin. You guys can see that there is no filter over here. This is a woman that just had a newborn or just had a baby and is taking care of a newborn, okay, and a toddler, a 5-year-old. So this is my skin, okay, and my go-tos for my facial cleansing, we're going to do it systemically, are these two, okay. You guys must have seen this from my pregnancy video. I'm not going to say too much about it, but from the look of my skin, it's evident that it is still doing its job. I mentioned that it was going to spill over into my postpartum because I got it late into my pregnancy. That's another plus. I think it's a long-lasting product, and I like the way it dispenses in a foaming manner that even makes you use less of the liquid. So, as usual, it's very mild. If you guys saw my hospital video, you saw that I took it along with me. So using it while having a newborn or handling a newborn, there is no hazard whatsoever. It simply contains rose water, rosa rugosa, flower extract, and beta glucan. Very good, very simple, no hassle. But I was missing my simple cleanser. I told you guys I use simple almost throughout the pregnancy, and that's why I ended up getting this at maybe a month or so after I gave birth. I went back to my simple moisturizing facial wash. I would say I prefer the cleansing ability of this because I feel it takes off more dirt from the face. This gives such a silky finish that if you want that squeaky clean feel, this doesn't give you a squeaky clean as well. You guys know my sentiments on too much, overemphasizing on squeaky clean. But this gives more of a feeling of confidence that your skin is clean. That's the only way I can explain it. So now the next step is always the cream and moisturizer. So you guys must have seen this also in my pregnancy skincare routine. This is almost done. I told you guys as well that I'll be using it well into my postpartum. And from the look of things, the azelaic acid, the kojic acid, niacinamide, even tranexamic acid has done a lot to maintain my skin glow. I think this is my most used product postpartum. I was just applying it every day obsessively, like because I wasn't going out, so there was no issue of making it a night cream or something. And some days, to be frank, you don't get to do two skincare routines in one day. Yes. So you can just like bath in the middle of the day or wake up early, have your bath, and you just sleep off at night. So I use this during the day, or if I get to do a nighttime routine, I use it at night. And for the longest time, I did more of this, or I just use my essence, which I'm going to bring out soon. So this has been very good in keeping my skin even. As you guys can see, I talked about the hyperpigmentation or the little spots I had in my first trimester, and how using this along with other stronger serums helped to eliminate that. And then continuing into late pregnancy and postpartum, this has been a great one. um for my moisturizer, yeah, I restocked on my simple clean moisturizer as soon as I could. This is the hydrating light moisturizer from Simple. Yeah, and it's an amazing one. 1% niacinamide, 4 vitamin B5, which is panthenol. My skin just loves it. It's like combination skin girlies, normal skin girlies. You guys need to get this because no problem, no issue. It cleanses, boosts. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it is fast absorbing. It leaves your skin so moisturized, and it's just the very best. It plumps up your skin, makes your skin look healthy, and it brightens your skin a little bit because of the niacinamide there. I know it actually does because there was a time I was using just this and I could still see the brightening effect. That is it for creams. Now, when it comes to actives, I'm not currently using any actives. I just continued using my Aquel licorice brightening toner. Okay, when I ran out of some, I got it again because I couldn't afford to be on fresh during this period. Okay, so this takes care of days your face is feeling a bit funny. Like I went out yesterday and I got to stay under the sun for a bit longer than I expected, and using this just gives a healing effect on your skin. It brightens, obviously. It's a skin brightening and hydrating, and it's also a toner for sensitive skin. So when you're experiencing that sensitivity, when you're experiencing that feeling like your skin isn't at its best, and if you have a skin that is prone to breaking out when stressed, this can help to prevent that. So this is perfect for my skin type. I'm not currently having breakout issues, but this using a product like this that has an astringent property would help at least keep things at bay. So this has been a go-to as well. So I just use them at will. I think this is lastly for the face. My sunscreen, obviously, if I have to go out, if I have to go for immunization, doctor's appointments, anything that I need to go and do, I have to put this on. And of course, this, I swear, this essence doesn't want to finish. I've been using it for about a year now, and it's just amazing. So much good deal for my money, honestly. Honestly, good value for my money. So this as well was my immediate go-to postpartum. Let me just bust you guys then. What I used to do when I first had it, when I first came back home, it's either I just rub this, I just rub this and go, or I just apply this and go. It's one of the two. At night, if I feel like being extra, or some days, if my skin is asking for it, like actually today, then I combine these two. I just, apply this first. Of course, you apply this to your dark skin to lock in moisture, and then you seal it in with a cream. So I do this. Then some days I use this, as I now become more open to skincare, using less than just more than just one product. Then I now use this. So the beauty of having a snail missing essence is that you can wear it alone. It's not like your typical hyaluronic acid serum for hydrating. I'm talking about hydrating products here. Hydrating should be followed by moisturizing to lock in, because if you use an hydrating product and you leave it on, there's a chance that more water will escape for your skin and you get the reverse of the hydration you're going for. But not in the case of snail mucin product, because they also have this emollient feature. So it's almost like you're using a cream, a transparent light water cream. So, I'm not calling this a cream by any chance. And even oily skin people will benefit from layering this. But it is quite thick and it sits well alone. So inside the house with my newborn, week 1, week 2, I'll just apply this and go to bed, or apply this and carry my face around the house. It's not like I'm sweating or going anywhere or doing anything extra. So yeah, this has been very good. um of course, even during my pregnancy, going out and just wanting your face to be extra plump, you can trust a snail mucin product to bring that glow to your skin, instant glow to your skin, and plumpness and youthfulness. Okay, so that's basically it for my face. So right now, my only concern for my face is this area. Okay, the tired new mom eyes are dealing with me. And while, of course, I might have it better than some others, I still feel it needs to be worked on, because whatever you let slide ends up coming back to haunt you. And we are aging every day, so our skin is not regenerating as much as it should. So I'm going to eventually have to get something to deal with this. I've already ordered, in fact, they can call me anytime. So there's something in the mail for my eyes, which is a regular eye cream, which is going to be a start for a more long-term intervention for my under eyes that I'm going to actually make permanent. I was one of those proud people that never used to buy into eye creams like that. I've had eye cream maybe once to twice in my entire lifetime. Yeah, this is coming from a skincare junkie. But now I know that I'm getting to a stage where I'm going to have to use more mature skincare, and I can start practicing with eye cream, especially now that I have two kids and I'm getting not as much sleep. And of course, we are aging every day. I'm over 30. So I need to get into that that drift of getting accustomed to having an eye cream in my routine, and also graduating into La Mer and all the rich woman vibes kind of skincare when I finally blow in the name of Jesus. So yeah, so I'm so satisfied with how my skin looks. The only thing I can also add is to do a procedure. I can't believe I've not done a procedure in like 2 years. Just look at my skin. Like, I've not done a facial in 2 years. You need to get on the Honey Ricci Beauty train, because we are not yet for games. We are not yet to be injecting your face, be lying to you, be telling you all sorts of drama. Just trust me. Just follow my instructions and your skin will thank you. Imagine having a baby and looking like this. It is possible for you. For somebody my skin was so crazy, for someone that had problematic skin naturally, this is such an upgrade. And like I said, or like I was saying, so maybe this December or something, maybe during my birthday, whenever the spirit falls on me, I can get into a procedure, maybe a pill or something, to just really blind you guys. This is not blinding, blind you more with my glow, because I just want to be extra. So that is it. The goal is to let procedures be optional, procedures be kind of situational or for an event. So procedures do not have to be like a necessity, like permanently in your skincare routine, if you can help it. I mean, the point is, if you can afford to and it's working for you, have a great practitioner, fine. But if it's now looking like your life is hanging by a thread, then you are not getting your skincare right and your practices right. So anyways, that is just it. So eye cream and probably a facial or two, and I'm good to go throughout my pregnancy. And what used to happen to me is that I would say I want to do a facial. In fact, in the next 1 or 2 weeks, I would have planned. And that is the period my skin will now start looking so delicious, so fresh. This was happening throughout my pregnancy, guys. At least my last pregnancy, I did a peel, an omedic pill that I felt I want to be repeating for every of my pregnancies, because it was so good. It made such a huge change. But my skincare game was not even as bad as it was now. I told you guys I was heavily on tretinoin before I got pregnant, and that was a game changer for me. I owe many of the things that I'm experiencing right now on my skin to my religious use of tretinoin. When it wasn't even like I didn't have a gun to my head that I needed to use it. So these are the practices we want to encourage in you guys, so that everybody will be happy and looking good every day at every season in their life. You understand? And feel good. I feel so confident when I go out. I don't feel like, oh, I just had a baby, I'm self-conscious. I just bask and feel. In fact, I feel like I'm keeping a very huge secret. If I'm not carrying my baby, I walk around and It's like, who is this baby girl? Who is this young fine chick? This 20+ girl. So it's a good thing to look good. It's not a sin to look good. It doesn't mean you are vain. You just have to do it the right way. So make sure you contact me for your skincare consultations.